Hai, Assalamualaikum to my industry supervisor, Puan Siti AISHAH binti Abu Hanipah, and to my faculty supervisor, TS Dr. Mohamad HAIDIR bin MASLAN. I am Haikal Zarif from Mechanical Maintenance student. Will presenting my industrial training at Dr. Tenaga Solutions started from 20 March until 22nd of September. Without wasting any time, let's get started. Okay, this is the rough visual of the content of this presentation. The first one is introduction, industrial background, training activities, and the last one is conclusion. For introduction, I'll talk about objective and the scope of the training. Okay, for objective, the first one is to adapt with working environment. For me, personally, I've never been to industry before because I am from secondary school to matriculation college and directly to university, so I have no experience working in industry. And the second one is to apply and relate knowledge for what I have studied in classroom to the real life situation. For me, I have a mechanical background, so I can apply and relate my knowledge. For example, air conditioning and mechanical ventilation system, okay, for chiller system, okay, and the motor pump and so on. Okay, and the next one is the scope of training. The scope of training is I've placed in energy management system department, which is I have directly involved myself into energy auditing and management, green technology, cleaner production, maintenance and monitoring system, environmental management and engineering, and the last one is project management consultant. Now for the industry background, what is actually Dr. Tenaga do? Okay, the Dr. Tenaga solution is energy management specialist categorized into energy service company which provide a service as follows. For the first one is energy audit, measurement and verification or MNV, cleaner production audit, energy and cost conservation project, sustainable energy management setup, visiting engineer and Internet of Things. For me personally, I will focus on energy audit and measurement and verification because I am directly involved with these two kind of service. Okay, alright. The first one is energy audit. Okay, what is the purpose of energy audit? Okay, to conduct detailed energy audit and identify existing performance. For example, if a client hire Dr. Tenaga to check their pump performance, for example, okay, then we will collect data on site, do a data analysis, and come up with the result whether the pump is working in good condition or the pump is working in bad condition. Then from that we can propose energy saving measures, which is a suggestion from Tenaga on how to enhance the performance of motor, how to enhance the efficiency of motor. Okay, the scope of work for energy audit including electrical incoming, which is the main incoming for Peninsular Malaysia is TNB. Okay, and the next one is load apportionment. Load apportionment meaning that there's a main incoming from TNB. The power will go to shield system, for example, pump, vertical transportation, lighting. Okay, that's what we call load apportionment. Okay, the second one is motor and pump system. As I said before, chiller system, ACMV, air conditioning and mechanical ventilation system, vertical transport, for example, a lift, escalator, travelator, and the last one is for room data survey, energy audit, and lighting system. Basically, room data survey is something like uh, how the condition of the room, is it suitable for the staff to do their work. For example, in space A, room A, workplace, okay, whether the condition of the temperature, the concentration of the carbon dioxide, and the lighting system, is it good enough for them to work in a long time? Now for the measurement and verification, what is measurement and verification? It is done to know how much the building have saved and how long their saving will last, and then to prove that the energy saving project have been successful. The scope of work is for basically for chiller system retrofit and lighting retrofit. For example, where the client change to the new chiller system, then after 2 or 3 years, they call Dr. Tenaga Solution to come and do measurement and collecting data to compare with the previous data whether there is any energy saving or vice versa. Okay, and from that we can prove that the energy saving project is successful or a failure. Same goes to lighting system. Now for training activities, what I've done during my internship. Okay, before we go further, this is the general workflow in every project I involve. Okay, for the first one is meeting with the client and do some site visit and desktop data collection. The site visit is very crucial in this stage because from that we can know that what is the type of the chiller system. Is it the screw chiller system or centrifugal chiller system? From that we can know what kind of equipment we can be used to measure the data on site. Okay, and the next step is data collection on site, and then data key in into Excel, words, process it, represent it in the term of chart, pie, graph, and etc. And the last one is data analysis to come out with the complete energy audit report or measurement and verification report. Okay, for energy audit project, I have involved in AUMB Batu Pahat, AUMB Subang Jaya, AUMB Ipoh, AUMB Pride, and Kementerian Dalam Negeri, Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur and Jalan Duta. Now let's move to what I've done in energy audit. The first one is data collection at incoming and load apportionment. Okay, this is where the electrical panel, there's a black box there, is used to logging data at the incoming for 2 weeks. We will monitor their power demand for 2 weeks. Okay, and the load apportionment is the from the main incoming, the power will be divided into certain system. For example, air conditioner system, chiller system. From that sub element, we do load apportionment by using spot measurement method. Okay, for the pump and motor system, for example, here in this picture, we are collecting the pressure at the condensed water pump in chiller system to know how the pump working. Is it deliver the pressure that it is supposed to deliver? Okay, and this is the pump in chiller system. Okay, the next one is for chiller system. Okay, in chiller system, there's a little bit lot work to do. For the first one, we will take out the jacket that cover the main pipe inside it to reach the main pipe so that we can install flow rate meter here, as you can see, to measure the water flow rate. Okay, and then we install the temperature logger to record the temperature. uh, then related to chiller system is the cooling tower. At the top of cooling tower, we also record the entering water temperature at leaving water temperature and the humidity around cooling tower. And not to forget the nameplate, because if we collect the real-time data, we can compare it with the specification issued by the manufacturer, so that from there we can categorize the system is in good or bad condition. In conditioning and mechanical ventilation system, for example, in this case, I've experienced to collect data at AISHAH system air handling unit, okay, CSU system air condition split unit, to measure the power or watt used by the system, and is it comply with the technical specification by the manufacturer. Okay, using clamp, using power energy logger. Okay, for the room data survey and lighting system, it is basically to measure how the condition in a certain workplace or certain space, does it comfortable, suitable for the staff workers to do the work for the short and long time. Okay, because for example, if the situation in the room have very high intensity of light, then the staff will have eye strain. Okay, and other than that, the concentration of carbon dioxide is measured also to determine whether the air inside the space is poisonous or not, because a very high concentration of carbon dioxide is not good for us. And the last but not least, the vertical transport system. For example, in this picture, this is inside the lift motor room, which we will logging the electrical panel. For example, in 10 minutes, we want to see maximum power demand when the lift is used, the escalator is used. Okay, next. For measurement and verification project, I've involved in Hospital Jempol, Hospital Permai, Hospital Jasin, Kemaman, Kuantan, Muazzam Shah, and Jengke. Okay, next. MNV project is used to verify whether the energy saving process is successful or failure. Okay, basically, MNV will be focusing on chiller system because, for example, in the situation where the in-house maintenance wants the management to change the chiller system, then the management asks why we need to change because the chiller system is still working. Then how the in-house maintenance want to convince the management? They will hire Dr. Tenaga Solution to verify whether the chiller system is working, but is it working properly? Is it working efficiently? Is it working as it's supposed to in the according to the technical specification? Okay, from that, the Tenaga Solution will provide the service to do measurement and verification. Same goes to lighting system. For example, in hospital, where they want to retrofit their lighting system, for example, from fluorescent to LED lamp, then the Tenaga Solution provide the service to verify is it real the LED lamp is more energy saving than the fluorescent lamp. Okay, now for the conclusion, what I've learned during internship. The first one is I can enhance knowledge about electrical. Yes, I am a mechanical maintenance student. I very basic knowledge about electrical, but since I joined Dr. Tenaga Solution, I've learned a lot about electrical. The second one is I can relate electrical and mechanical with a great understanding. Maybe in my previous study during class lab, I can only understand how the motor pump working, how the engine working. But now I will understand what is the relationship of the electrical and mechanical. For example, if we want the motor pump to pump the pressure at 7 bar, then how much the power demand we need to supply. Okay, from that is how I learn, how I identify what is the relationship of electrical and mechanical. Then the third one is I understand how the whole building system works. What I mean is, for example, the staff in a office building wants the condition of their workplace to be cool at 23, 16 degrees Celsius, then how can we achieve that? Okay, from that, we need to use chiller system, for example. Yeah. Then how much the power needed for the chiller system? That's how the whole building system working. And then how the electrical system is installed, wiring, and so on. From that, I can see what is the difference between the power demand used by chiller system, power demand used by electrical system. Okay. Other than that, I enhance my critical thinking on problem solving. For example, different type of building, different type of chiller system using different type of ducting, different type of piping. Okay. Then how can I collect data at the targeted spot with the narrow space. And other than that, at one side where in the chiller plant, where there is a pressure gauge that suddenly break and the water coming out from the pipe at very high pressure. And then luckily I've managed the situation calmly and there is no injury luckily by informing the in-house maintenance and they told us what to do and we follow the instruction and the situation is under control. Okay, and the last one, I can learn how to use industrial scale equipment. For example, here is a laser distance meter, okay, the power clamp, this is the light intensity meter or lux meter. Okay, this is the portable temperature and humidity meter. And the last one, the most used is power energy logger or PAIR logger. Okay, that's all my presentation. In this opportunity, I would like to thank to Puan Aisha for giving me this brilliant opportunity for me to experience a great experience. And thank you to Dr. Haidir for dedication, your effort and your time for me to evaluate my internship subject this semester. Thank you.